she rejected me, and it sucked. But what sucked more was me wondering, me building up this image of her in my head that might not even be true because I didn't really know her. Me wondering all these things, right? That was 100 times worse than actually getting rejected. But don't get me wrong, getting rejected sucks, but like, bro, if you're thinking about her and she's not letting you focus on other things in your life, then you gotta just rip that band-aid off and get it over with, you know what I mean? And that's what I told myself. I invited her to come out here to the beach. She didn't want to come. So you know what, I brought myself, you know, it's a nice day out. Usually, this beach is a little windy and all, but I don't know, today's a nice day. But like, this is how it happened, man. And if you guys seen some of my older videos, then you guys know I've already talked about this a couple times. But look, actually, let me find a place to set y'all down. If you guys have seen my older videos, you guys know I've been talking about her for so long. She's been on my mind for so long. And at first, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was too nervous to talk to her on some real shit. On some pussy shit. I'll be honest, man, I was just nervous around her. And with other girls, it wouldn't affect me how it would affect me with her. And I hate that. I honestly hate that. But I don't know, it's just what it was, right? And then I found out she had a boyfriend, so I let it go. Got over it. Her friend told me about some things, and then it brought it back. So then I was like, all right, fuck it. Which honestly, I like it. I like it in the sense, like, even though, like, because I tell you guys this, and then I told myself this, and you guys might be telling yourself this, because I was like, nah, it's not gonna work. I'm leaving, I'm moving soon, it's not gonna work, this and this and this. But that was just me giving myself excuses just because I was scared to actually ask her. So you gotta really evaluate that. And the way you evaluate that is, if you're constantly thinking about her outside of work or outside of whatever, or just in your day-to-day, if you're thinking about her, man, you gotta just get it over with and ask her. Because then by not asking her, you're building up this image of her that you're creating that might not even be her. You might not even end up actually liking her after you actually get to know her. But you build up that image of like this perfect girl, all this, and then that within itself makes it harder for you to even ask her or even talk to her, if depending on the case, right? So I was doing that for so long, and then I would tell people, and this is one thing, like, I try not to let everyone know my business, but I feel like when you have that, I don't know if it was anxiety, nerves, everything building up, it feels good to let it out, but then it's also not good to let it out, you know what I mean? Because not everyone needs to know all that, and then that complicates things. But I was doing that, and then I have a friend there that was kind of going through a similar thing, and I told him, bro, fuck it, bro. I don't care anymore, man. Tomorrow, I'm asking her. Next day came, and fuck, man, I couldn't, bro. I couldn't, right? It was hard. It was still hard. But then break time happened. I put my earbuds in, slap some music, getting myself hyped up, right? And I was gonna ask you before the next break, right? Because we were in the same area, so I was ready to go, right? The whole time I couldn't, man. I talked to her though a bit and all that, but I couldn't ask her. So then another break happened. I sat down next to some fool, and I just look at him, I'm like, bruh, fuck it, I don't care anymore. I go up, use the restroom real quick, wash my hands, you know what I'm saying, come back down. It's still break time too. Pull up where she's at, but instead of like actually just pulling up on her, I go a little further away, right? And I sit down, I'm like, fuck. And dude, this is where my heart started racing, like dun 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 dun. I was feeling it. I was so nervous, man. Dude, when you're nervous like that, man, all you can do is just, and that calms it down for like that 1 second, but then it happened, and then it comes back right away. So I kept trying to breathe, and the time was getting closer to when break ended and everyone was gonna be flooding in. So I'm like, fuck it, bro. I get up, and once you like, and trust me, man, I'm gonna be honest though, those nerves aren't gonna let you be yourself and really spit that game. But dude, you can't even do it regardless, so just get it over, man. once your legs start moving and you have that action in your head, bro, that shit's just autopilot, which is not cool. Because the autopilot you is not as smooth, it's not as charismatic as if you were just in your natural state. You know what I mean? But don't think of that as like, oh damn, I can't do it now. No, think about it as, man, if you gotta do it autopilot, do it autopilot. Cause it can still go either way. And it's better than not doing it. Trust. So she's sitting there, I pull up on her, I'm like, hey, what you doing this weekend? And she starts telling me about like, oh, my sister's birthday and all that, we're having a party, da 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 da. And I was like, oh, nice. And she's like, how about you? I was like, oh, I was wondering, I was actually gonna ask you if you wanted to go out with me on Monday. And right then and there, right when those words came out, bro, you know what I hate too? I feel like my face, because I was out of the nerves or something, my face had this little twitch. Like I was like, I don't know, I feel like I fucking looked crazy. But I asked her that, she's like, oh, she was shook, because that shit came out of nowhere. She's like, oh, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, oh, I was thinking we could go to the beach. And then she just said, I don't know, I'm too nervous to go with you alone. Which understandable, I guess. Kind of, I don't know, it was interesting. And then I was like, shit, I mean, I'll be nervous too a little bit, you know what I mean? So nerves are normal. But yeah, I just wondered if you wanted to go. And she's like, and then she kept repeating that shit. And then she said, oh, how about, because there was like, I guess there was a little birthday party for someone dinner. She's like, oh, how about we go there? And I was just like, nah, I can't do that. Because I'm not trying to get to know them, I'm trying to get to know her, you know what I mean? And then I just asked her again, so what'd you think? And then she's like, no, I'm too nervous. And then it wasn't that cycle where she was just gonna keep repeating that. So then I was like, I'm like, oh, it's all good, you know? Just thought I'd ask, and then I walked away. And bro, honestly, I was expecting two different things. But she rejected me, right? So then I walked away, and this is the fucked up part. But look, but after that shit, bro, I went back to the restroom. I was like, fuck it, bro. Put my chest up high. I don't care, bro. And not in the care, like it sucked, but I'm like, bro, fuck it. You got it over with. You did it. That fucking, I don't know why I'm swearing so much. I don't even like swearing like that. I'm just being, I don't know. Maybe I'm just the story, right? But that weight from my chest was lifted. I felt so much better. And then after break, we got paired up. Because sometimes you work like with the people, right? We got paired up. Right after I got rejected, we got paired up, man. I thought that was the funniest thing. Oh, it was so awkward, man. Oh, but even then, I kept my chest up, man. I was like, man, we here, man. We already did it. And then she was cool. She was cool about it. You know what I mean? But I thought that was the funniest thing, man. Who got rejected and then had to be right next to her. Oh no. But I kept it cool, man. I kept it professional, casual. And something my mom told me too, because like when men get rejected, they tend to be like rude towards the women and all that. That's not me at all. And I don't think that's right. Because man, she don't have to go out with you just because you ask her, you know what I mean? But like, it happens. And then now get this, bro. That's okay. Let me just finish off with that, man. So, got rejected, man. But like, that rejection, like, she was still in my mind just because of how I've already like built up this image of her, and like, I still find her very pretty. Cause I don't know what it is with her, but like, it's just like that. I don't know. I just really like how she is, right? But that weight was lifted off my chest, and I was able to like, my head was more clear. I even felt like you get that little confidence, even though you got rejected, but you're like, bro, I did that shit. And then there too, there's two ways you react to that. Either you're like, bro, I did that, let's go, and you keep going, man. Or, oh no, I got rejected. Then you start slacking off on your fucking fitness, your healthy eating, your goals, your jobs, your everything. And that's destructive. That's no need for that. No, man. Dude, that day, I did the hardest freaking exercise I'd done in a while, man. I was, I was repping those out. Next day, I came in sore, but I felt good. But look, it felt bad though. Getting rejected felt bad. But what felt worse, I'm gonna keep saying it, man, was that thought, that wondering, that idea that you built on her. That feels worse. So just go and ask her, man. And there's so many little different details to this whole story that I could get into, but I'm not even gonna do all that. So man, if you got a crush or you got anything, or even, it doesn't have to be a crush, right? Just anything you've been trying to do or want to do, just go out and do it, man. Even if you get a no or a rejection, it really is better than the wondering. And I'm not gonna say it's easy or anything. It's not, but it's just something you gotta do, man. Just trust me, man. I couldn't do it for the longest. I couldn't. But like now afterwards, now me and her are talking regular. And after that, actually, good news, I guess. It's still weird, but like you still gotta be careful, man, you know? And I'll get into all that in other videos, but now she's showing interest, you know, and it's cool. But it's just so dumb, bro. I don't know. But like you just gotta do it, man. And now that she's showing interest again, she's come up on my mind again. But this time is a different feeling, you know, because like it's almost like, I don't know, it just feels better though. So I'm gonna just continue to see how it goes. But even if she didn't show this interest all of a sudden, I still felt good. In the sense like because I'm leaving. And I would have been able to leave in peace. Of course, you're gonna probably want her in the moment. But man, you got your answer. You did it. I'm proud of myself for that. I'm proud of you if you take action. Look, I get it. It's not easy. It really isn't. But look, breathe and just get your feet moving towards it, and let it go into autopilot if you have to. If you can do manual, it'd be better. It'd come out smoother. It'd be more natural. But if you can't, man, just autopilot. And so eventually, things like that don't build that anxiety or that pressure or those nerves, right? And if you get rejected, man, chest up, head up, and work harder. And not work harder in the sense like, oh, I wasn't good enough. No, just work harder, just because you might as well. Because then if you get into that rut, you just end up feeling worse. But yeah.